Hey everyone, I hope you're doing so well. I'm coming to you today with a look that is inspired by Indian fashion. You can find the inspiration for it on my Facebook page. It is a suit that's sort of teal with navy blue accents, so I created this navy blue smoky eye for you. The one good thing about this is it is a look for less. I have used products in this video mainly from drugstores. There's only one color on my eyes that is not a drugstore product. I have yet to find a foundation and concealer that are drugstore because I don't trust them mainly. I had bad experience when I was younger. So other than the foundation, concealer, and one of the eye products that I'm using, everything else is from the drugstore. If you want to learn how to do this look, please stay tuned. Alright, so let's get started. I'm first going to start with sort of a transition color in my crease using a fluffy brush. For this I'm going to apply Maybelline Fit Me blush in Deep Rose. And what we're going to do is just apply this to the crease all the way across, kind of touching the inside of the brow, and kind of blend upwards towards the brow but not quite touching. Now I guess I should say that I've already applied Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I'm not familiar with any of the eyeshadow bases that are in the drugstores, so now I'm going to throw down a couple of colors on my lid as a base for the eyeshadow colors that I'll be applying. The first one is Maybelline Color Tattoo. Let's see here. This is the Color Tattoo in Edgy Emerald. And I'm just using a concealer brush, applying this to the tip of the brush. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to press this around the tear duct, like so. And then I'm going to bring it onto my lid, not going past the crease, probably about a third of the way in. Okay, after I applied the Edgy Emerald, I applied a piece of tape to the outer portion of my eye. This is what I'm using to get that angle that I created on this side. Now, the next eyeshadow base that I'm going to be using is the same. It is by Maybelline, and it is the Color Tattoo Metal in Electric Blue. I just wiped off that same concealer brush that I used earlier, and now I'm using it to put down this blue all the way across my lid, not going past the crease. And creating somewhat of an angle on the outer portion of the eye. Now, for the next step, if you have an extra synthetic brush, go ahead and use it. Otherwise, use the same concealer brush that you were using earlier. Just wipe it off. What I'm going to do is just blend these two colors together by dabbing a little bit of the Edgy Emerald onto this brush, and I'm just going to bring it into the blue. The brush I'm using is a Real Techniques base shadow brush. Now the eyeshadow palette I'm using today is by Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon color. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow collection in blue. Had me at hello. The first color I'm going to use is this one right here. And what I'm doing is I'm using the MAC 239 brush, applying it to the brush, and then just pressing it on the lid on the part that has the Edgy Emerald, but I'm not going into the tear duct area. Now, using the other side of this flat shader brush that I used earlier, I'm going to go in to this color right here and apply this around the tear duct. Now these eyeshadows are great. They're great quality, and I think they're a great value from the drugstore, these Wet n Wild ones. The only thing that I have is there is a little bit of fallout, so you may want to do your concealer or foundation afterwards, or you can be super careful. Now, if you don't have another brush, go ahead and clean off the flat shader brush that you were using earlier. I have another fluffier one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this sort of darker royal navy blue color that's in the palette, and I'm going to press this color all across my lid towards the tape. Now I'm going to go back with the brush that I used to apply the teal, and just apply a little bit of the teal onto the brush and sort of blend this into the color that's there, and kind of alternate between the two brushes that you've used to make sure that the colors blend out nicely. Okay, now that I have these two lid colors blended, I also want to go and blend this harsh line out, and this is I'm using another synthetic brush because of that eyeshadow base that's there. I want to make it a little bit easier to blend out. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush by Real Techniques, and all I'm doing is going around the outer edge of the navy blue and just making sure that there are no harsh lines and that whatever stray color there is blended nicely into the crease. Next, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and apply some black onto the outer corner of my lid. This is the black definer color that's in the Wet n Wild palette here, and all I'm doing is tapping the brush into the color, making sure that there's minimal excess so as to reduce fallout. And then what I'm going to do is kind of brush this along the tape and into the crease to add some definition. And you can go as defined as you want to or not. You don't have to add the black. Alright, now that that portion of the eyeshadow look is complete, I'm going to go ahead and apply a highlight color under my brow. This is in the Infallible Color Matte Finish by L'Oreal in Coconut Shake, and I'm just going to use a clean finger and just apply this all along the brow. Okay, now I'm going to remove the tape. And you can see I did have some fallout. You can clean that up with some, what is it called? Concealer. And you can also kind of pull out any extra color by just reapplying the tape and getting rid of that fallout that was there, or as much as you can. Before I apply the concealer, what I'm going to do is apply some color on my lower lash line using a very tiny flat shader brush. For this, I'm going to mirror the colors that I had on top. So I'm going to start with that mint green, which is already there. Now apply some teal. Some of the navy blue all the way across. And right on the end, I'm going to apply some black. Alright, now what I'm going to do is just kind of clean up the eye. I'll do that off camera so as to save some time. I'm going to apply a heavy helping of mascara on the upper and lower lashes. I'll apply Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner in Blackest Black all across the lid and follow this sharp shape that I have at the end. And this is the only non-drugstore product that I'm using because I don't have a drugstore eyeliner. I'm going to use Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion on the upper and lower lash lines. Okay, I think I forgot to mention the type of mascara that I'm using, that I used. It was CoverGirl Clump Crusher Mascara in Very Black. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush, highlight, and contour colors. Because I don't have a bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and use Dance the Tides by NYX, and it's a nude matte eyeshadow. And as the blush, I'm going to use the color that I used in my crease earlier, which is the Fit Me blush in Deep Rose. And as a highlight, and I'm just going to use my finger for this, I am going to use Infallible color by L'Oreal in Hourglass Beige. Okay, now that that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and apply my lip color today, which will be a mainly nude color with a hint of a sort of reddish pink, I guess, or cherry tone. This lip liner that I'll be using is the Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner in Cherry Kiss. And then the lipstick that I'm using is the L'Oreal Color Riche in Sheer Linen. So what I'll do is I'll first line my lips, blend the color out onto my lips, and then apply the lip stick afterwards. And with the lip color complete, I have now finished my look for today, which was an Indian Fashion Friday makeup tutorial with all drugstore products as far as eye color, cheek, and lips are concerned. I truly hope you enjoy. You can also refer to my Facebook page for the inspiration for this look. And that's it. You have a fabulous day, guys. Please stay tuned for plenty more.